Always taking their listeners on an emotional journey, this band is proof that rock is here to stay. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're speaking with Shinedown.
I'm Barry. I hit things for a living.
I'm Zach. I play guitar and sing backup vocals.
So we often like to start with the origin stories of the bands that we interview. So do you want to take that and tell us kind of how the band originated?
We started in Jacksonville, Florida. Originally, Brent, our lead singer, was down there with a development deal on Atlantic Records, just writing songs. Did our first record, toured. Did a second record, toured, and then things went to hell, just like any other behind-the-music story. And we had to make some changes, and now we're the happiest we've ever been. So 10 years later, we've got the Shinedown that needs to be. So in a nutshell, that's how we started.
Who did you all grow up listening to, and how does that come to make the Shinedown sound?
We have commonalities. I mean, you have your Led Zeppelins, your AC/DCs, things like that. Your huge bands, your huge grunge bands like Stone Temple Pilots, things like that. Blues bands.
B.B. Kings, the Albert Kings, Freddie King, Albert Collins, Sam Cooke was my biggest vocal influence. I love Sam Cooke.
How would you guys say that Shinedown's music has evolved since the beginning?
I think it's just evolved in the musicianship. It's become better songwriting. Our songwriting has evolved. That's why this record has been more successful than the last two. Our songwriting has gotten better and hopefully continues to get better.
When you start a band that long ago, you obviously change as number one as a person, number two as a musician. I mean, new music comes out and you get influenced by new music, and obviously the progression of the band has changed from Leave a Whisper to Sound of Madness.
The comings and goings of band members, how does that tend to affect the dynamic between the remaining band members?
You know, it's the toughest thing to do, and Brent and I being the original members, you are married to your guys. You know, I see these guys more than I see my wife. And when you have to go through that, it is extremely painful, and it's not fun. You know, it's still hard to think that we had to even go through that. But in that, one, Brent and I have become closer now than we ever were in the past. And two, we've become closer as a band.
I think we're one of those rare 2% of bands that changed two people on the front line of a lineup and came out more successful than we were previously. You know, and that's a very rare thing, and we're very grateful for that, and that's really our fans. I still hold on to the letters you returned. You helped me live and learn. It's 4:03 and I can't sleep.
So we'll finish up by just asking if we can expect anything new from you guys in the near to not so near future.
Sure. Well, we just did the Alice in Wonderland song for the soundtrack. We've got a song coming out on the new Sylvester Stallone Expendables soundtrack. It's called Diamond Eyes, so that'll be out on iTunes pretty soon. We just did the iTunes sessions, acoustic stuff. Brent has a song coming out on the Apocalyptica album, and then next year we'll actually make a new record. If I don't fall asleep first. I'm going to sleep for 2 months after this tour, I promise.
Don't blame me.
But yeah, we'll get a new album out hopefully by the end of next year.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for taking the time.